Hi guys! Welcome sa Zipline. So in this video ay itutuloy natin yung series natin on radicals, no? And sa previous video, sa pag-aralan natin that square root of 1 is equal to 1 because 1 squared is equal to 1. No? Square root of 4 is equal to 2, no? Because 2 squared is equal to 4, diba? Square root of 9 is equal to 3 because 3 squared is equal to 9 and so on. No? Square root of 16 is equal to 4 because 4 squared is equal to 16. Pero, no, may mga, tawag pala natin sa numbers na yan, yung 1, 4, 9, at saka 16 are perfect squares. No? Perfect squares. Kasi pag kinuha natin yung square root, ay eksakto siya, no? Eksakto yung kanyang square root. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, may mga numbers kagaya ng square root of 2, no? Halimbawa, square root of 2 ay ano ba siya? Because something squared is equal to 2. So, kumbaga, ano ba yung isi-square natin na number para maging 2 siya, di ba? Kung mapapansin nyo, ang pag in-square natin ay 1 tapos 4 na kaagad, di ba? So, yung 2, in between siya, ibig sabihin, yung square root ng 2 is somewhere in between. Somewhere between 1 and 2. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo, pwede nating tignan yung parang geometric interpretation yan, no? Halimbawa, pag meron tayong grid, no, na 1 by 1, no? So this is 1 unit, for example, and this is 1 unit. Square root of 2, no, can be drawn, no, using the diagonal, no? Kung meron tayong diagonal ng grid, then the length would be, ibig sabihin ito ay 1, and this is also 1, and this is a right triangle, and this is the hypotenuse, di ba? So c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and c squared equals 1 squared plus 1 squared, which means that c squared is equal to 2 and c is equal to square root of 2. Okay? So meaning the length, no? The length of the diagonal of the grid is equal to square root of 2. No? Okay, so square root of 2 ito, yung length nito, no? And ano mangyayari pag nag-square root of 2 squared tayo, pag ini-square natin siya, no? Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung ano ba talaga yung square root of 2, diba? Square root of 2 squared, pag ini-square natin siya, using this geometric representation, we are actually getting the area of a square with the side square root of 2, no? And since ito ay 1 unit, meaning ang kalahati niyan ay 1/2 din, 1/2 square units, no? And ibig sabihin, meron tayong 4 na 1/2, meaning the area is equal to 2. So this is one of the geometric representations that square root of 2 times square root of 2 is equal to 2. Okay? Pero hindi pa naman siya, this representation does not answer our question na ano ba yung square root of 2. Now, hindi natin makukuha yung exact value katulad dito, no? What is square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3. It's between 1 and 2, no? So, pwede nyo kunin yan using your calculator, no? Square root of 2 is actually 1.0 is approximately 1.732. No? Ang kulot na equal sign na yan, yung approximately, no? Mali sabihin na square root of 2 is equal to 1.732. This is wrong because this is an approximate, no? Square root of 2, by the way, is an irrational number. And irrational number means hindi nagtatapos yung kanyang decimal, no? Non-terminating and non-repeating yung kanyang decimal. So, ano yan? Maraming digits, infinitely many digits. So, ibig sabihin, the length of a diagonal of a 1 by 1 square or a 1 by 1 grid is square root of 2 or around. This is around 1.732. Okay? And you can do that using your calculator. Of course, merong way para to manually compute for the square root, pero later na siguro natin yan pag-aaralan. Now, paano natin i-represent yung square root of 5? No? Yung square root of 5 can be represented as the diagonal of a 1 by 2 square. No? So, ang square root of 5 ay, again, using the Pythagorean theorem, this is a diagonal of a 1 by 2 rectangle. No? So, ang diagonal na yan ay c squared equals 1 squared plus 2 squared. That is c squared equals 1 plus 4. C squared equals 5 and c is equal to square root of 5. Which is the side of this square, no? So, if this is square root of 5, square root of 5. By the way, kayo na bahala mag-prove na square nga yan because you have to prove that this is a right angle, no? So, kayo na bahala mag-prove niyan. But as you can see, no, kung titignan natin yung area, no, this is a triangle, no? Yung area na to would be half of the 1 by 2 rectangle, no? Which means na ang area na yan ay 1. No? And ibig sabihin, ilang 1 yan? No? 4 na 1, di ba? Nagets nyo ba? Yung kalahati nito, this is a 1 by 2 rectangle. This is 1 times 2. Ang area niya ay 2 square units. Pero ang kalahati niya, syempre 1 lang, 1 square unit. At meron kang 4 na 1 square unit. Plus yung nasa gitna na isang square. That's 1. So, 4 plus 1 is 5. This also shows that square root of 5 times square root of 5 is equal to 5. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin nito at bakit ko pinapakita ito sa inyo? If you do more experiments like this, no? More investigation, you will notice that square root of n times square root of n where is equal to n, where n is positive. Okay? Pag negative yung n, ibang usapan yan. So again, ang condition natin dito, n is positive because n here is the length, no? Length of a segment, no? Or in fact, length of the side of a square. Okay? So ito yung pinaka generalization natin, that's square root of n times square root of n is equal to n, no? For positive values of n. Diba? Parang ang galing kasi yung radical pala ay pwede mo pala siyang i-represent as the diagonal of squares or rectangles. Okay, so that's it. Sa susunod, pag-aaralan natin kung paano ba mag-multiply ng radicals using this generalization. Okay, maraming salamat. Sana ay may natutunan kayo. Huwag niyo kalimutan mag-subscribe at mag-share, no, ng videos natin sa inyong mga kaibigan. I'll see you in the next